I'm David Wade, and I worked for Sam Maloof woodworker for most of my adult life. I was there 23 years working with a master craftsman. I enjoyed woodworking in high school and went through Fullerton College. I worked with Frank Cummings and Jimmy Jenkins and John Temple. And this is just a continuation of what I've been doing. I've been woodworking 30 plus years now. I build dining room sets, chairs, tables, desks. I use a lot of walnut and maple, cherry, domestic woods, and then a few exotic woods. I've been building a lot of spec work lately. I've been wanting to do some new designs, and was able to collaborate with Shapiro Joyelle Studios. That's Leslie.
David and I met, and I had great respect for his work, and he told me that he liked my aesthetic, and he invited me to come in and design some pieces for him, which I was so excited to do, to be able to work with some of these pieces of wood. A lot of the wood which we don't see anymore because they're exotic woods and they're very hard to find. The wood speaks to you so wonderfully.
This collaboration came about with J.Vint. He's a wood artist and a wood sculptor painter, and he's doing some beautiful works with wood and epoxy. We decided to team up. I make furniture mostly, and he makes wall sculpture, so it was a good collaboration. And the richness of the woods, we're both showcasing the nature and nature's gift and celebrating the wood. The show is called The Art of Wood. We just gave it a secondary life and continuation into these heirloom pieces that you can enjoy for many years.
Met Dave through our friend's shop, and we just ended up teaming up on stuff, and we did the show, and it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I started out apprenticing under my uncles in upstate New York. So my mom kind of wanted to get rid of me in the summers, you know, as a little troublemaker. So I'd fly out there, and my uncles would keep me busy. You know, they'd pay me a little bit. And they're sculptors and painters and woodworkers, and so I did that for several summers. Came back and started working for really high-end contractors, and you know, it's kind of how I got through engineering in college and things like that.
Wood is one of my favorite materials just because it's so warm and rich, and every time you do something with it, it's different. I love solid wood because of the heirloom quality that it has. It's very forgiving. Even beauty marks are terrific in wood. The stories behind the beauty marks are what make everything special. The older that the pieces get, the better that they are. This is a painting that I did. David gave me 4 slabs of solid mahogany, and I just sat and looked at it almost in tears because the mahogany was so absolutely beautiful, and I didn't want to ruin it by painting it. And I had a friend come by, and he said, "When are you going to start the painting?" And I said, "Well, I'm scared to start the painting." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because I'm afraid I'm going to ruin it." And he looked at me very quietly and he said, "Well, you will." And I said, "I know, I will." So then all the pressure was off, and I just started painting. And the closer you get to it, the more layers you see, and it really is just a dynamic, colorful, beautiful piece. And I think that it will age very, very well. But the mahogany is so lovely, and then the painting on top of it.
I use a layering process, and then I use resin. I build these things up, and then I have to take them back down. I choose my pigments for the piece, and I have to border everything off. And sometimes the wood has to be specially treated. It's fragile material. They turn out with the presentation of a painting. The process is sculptural, but certainly a lot of people do call them paintings. I think that wood itself is a painting.